realistically, the set is bigger than I can review in my studio box-wise, but not build-wise. So we're looking at Emily and Noctura's Showdown, 650 pieces. There are numbers here. Above it, it does say 8 to 12 is the age range. It does have a Lego logo, elves stuff. There's a big carriage and all that goodness. But we're concerned with some stuff on the top, which is components made in Denmark, Hungary, Mexico, China, the USA, and the Czech Republic. I always wonder what pieces are made in the USA. I wish that we could find out. As a really fun, cool thing, I don't know if I can fit it in here. Here it is. I got this at TJ Maxx for $22. It comes with Luma the Wolf. Wow. Neat. It was compared at $45. I believe this is a $50 set. 650 pieces, pretty good size. On the back, we do have some alternate views. Up here in the corner, it says Lego and Elves, and then there's this cauldron, and it's showing them making some cauldron and summoning bats, I think, here. There's also a lever right there, and that lever is the action for that. It's showing that it makes the wings flap if you push the thing, and then has crossbow. Cool. There's also this illustration of Luma, because she's a shapeshifter, and she can turn into the wolf that Emily Jones is going to ride into battle. We also have an anime-styled bat, and then the wings are made of a collection of bats, according to this, which I guess is what they need to use the cauldron to get us enough bats to do that. And then she's got her power staff Noctura here, and it shows her over here making it, and then they're going into battle. So good for her for being able to shapeshift. It also shows the wolf over there, and then up top, it's got her feeding it some cherries, because wolves eat cherries. Other than that, we do have a safety warning on the side. If you're a child from 0 to 3, you will explode or something, I'm sure. And the bottom side has some recycling information in a very small picture. I think that's it. And then it says the name in other languages or whatever. But yeah, there's a speed build here. It's actually, I live streamed it, so check out the live stream. Here goes. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love reviewing big sets. There's a lot here, and there's a lot that I'm going to just gloss over, and there's a lot of things that, in a small set, you can go over every feature, and you can basically make an objective decision on every single one. On this, everything works together so complexly that it's just real hard to, like, say this is a good or bad set. First of all, it's a good set. It's Lego, it's real, it's a good theme, it's a fantasy theme. We don't have one of those currently in 2020 as I'm reviewing this. But please, keep in mind, big sets are just harder to review as I go through all of the neat things this set has. So first of all, let's look at the minifigure for the villain. We've got a blue tip on this black hair. This is Noctura, I believe. It's literally a just different elf. You can see by the elf ears. Does evil. She's got this staff, and the staff is nice with the tendril piece in transparent light green. It's not fluorescing. We can check things for fluorescing. Nope, it's not. So kind of a weird one. Her one arm is covered in black, and the other one is got the tattoo there, which is just a kind of swirly pattern. She's evil. Our good minifigure, they're mini dolls technically, but they're miniature figurines, is Emily Jones in her season 3 appearance. She does have the amulet that lets her time travel or some garbage. I think it actually just lets her go between the human world and the elf world, if I'm not mistaken. But there's no magic left in the world because Noctura stole it, so she can't use it right now. She has this power sword. It's got a clear blue piece on the bottom. It's a lightsaber, but with a extra piece in the Nexo blade in blue. Nice to get. Happy about that. We do also have 2 different bats, and oh geez, where's my reference box? Okay, this one is Phil. P-H-Y-L, Phil. We're going with Phil. And he's a smoochy, romantic looking pink bat. Woo-wee. If you haven't seen the bats before, they do have a mini peg hole in the back there. It's kind of nice to be able to put accessories. And their bottoms do connect onto a stud. Transparent wings and ears, and a printed face and tummy. Pretty cool. But we also have one more around back here. And this one's name is Myzo. M-Y-Z-O. Myzo. And he looks like a little bit of a crazy boy. He's that's that lemon color, the lemon chiffon color, and he's got a silver printing for his glasses, and he's got those transparent ears and wings in is that a fluorescent green? Hey, it's fluorescing. Look at that. Woo, woo. Nice. I don't think he fluoresces. No, he doesn't fluoresce. So those are pretty good figures. We also do get a spider. And there's some other big things. So I guess the next thing we should talk about is, let's talk about this. This is Emily Jones' Magic White Fox. It's built similar to the dragons from the series. It's got the power symbol on the bottom there. That is a print, by the way, not a sticker. There's subtle gold swirls around the main colors. But Emily Jones harnessed the power of all the elements, so she gets the spirit fox with that. It's got a lot of movement in the head area, up and down and back, and then the mouth also opens, which is always a little difficult for me to open on these. There it is. Look at that little pink tongue. Opens nice and big. You could fit a minifigure in there. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a place to put a figure to ride. You can use a minifigure in that spot, of course, but it works real well with the mini doll. All the legs have articulation to some degree, and the feet have a little bit of articulation, so you can get a lot of dynamic poses, like it rearing up to kind of combat fight. Kind of reminds me of, damn, what's that bear from Tekken? He just kind of puts his hands out in front of him to balance himself. Anyways, good posing, and the tail's on a ball joint too. We got stickers galore on this one. Look at that sticker on the flank, and then the tail, and then each of the feet has an identical print to this one with a blue gem. Wowee. Nice. Then we have the bat carriage. Now the bat carriage is the bad guy. It makes that squeaking sound. It's fun. The bad guy vehicle, you can have one little bat up front. There. And then if you remove the magic staff from Noctura, she can comfortably sit in the back. And there's even a drink and a little cherry in there to kind of, keep her refreshed as they move. This closes down, and it works real nice. The rolls and stuff. It also has this lever on the back, and that's a sticker. It's a fun one, though, but it's wasted because it's on this Technic 2 by whatever beam. But it's just an arrow with some markings. But if you push down on that, it makes the flappy happen. Let's look at that from the front. Takes 2 hands to do a nice, but a lot of flapping motion. Pretty cool. On the front, we do have 2 adjustable stud shooter crossbows with the brown trigger. Very nice to get those. Like it a lot. The shaping is real fun with the use of this tailpiece and this. I did the whole live stream. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Did a live stream of the build, so you can see me talk more in depth about all those features. But really fun to be able to do all that kind of play stuff, and it makes a good adversary to the Magic Fox underneath of it. As you know, I don't love me my car builds. I'm more happy with stuff like this. So this is a big play area, and we have some. First of all, let's look at these. They're printed. There's 2 of them. They're identical, but they're nice. We have a sticker. Oh, sticker up there. It's a map. You see it? Yeah, there you see it. It's a little console. It's weird that a magical carriage would need a console, but they gave it to you. So here we got a sticker here, and it's kind of a, I guess I would say it's a ingredients list. It's got a bone and like a little eyeball, and they're like, use the things to make the thing. It doesn't exactly make it clear what it's making. Up on the front of the cauldron, though, it's a cauldron, I'm pretty sure. There is this decal, which is mirrored over here, but it's not mirrored, it's the same one. It's a toadstool pattern and a swirl, and it looks sinister, I suppose. There's also a bat symbol. You got some fire under there. Now you do have a little stash of ingredients here, and you can throw those into the pot. And I guess the secret here is that you're supposed to have someone in here and do a big reveal. So you throw in on the ingredients, and then you push, there's a lever on the back, and pop, the bat comes out. So I think she's supposed to be summoning bats with this. I don't know. Easy to get those ingredients back. They just fall down into this little chute here. And there they are. I like that function, pretty good. Lots of gems and stuff. Over on this side, we got these cool little things. It looks like it's made to attach to some kind of extra castle, though, which I don't have the big castle from this Wave series thing. But it's got pegs on both sides. Wowee. Speaking of sides, the back. The back is fun because it's got these little cobwebs that cover little living areas. There's a little cave here and a little, I guess I would say, kitchen? Pantry area? There's a cherry and a thing. There's also more fire back here. And this is that lever we were talking about earlier. You just push and pull it. And it's nice. Now these little beds. If you got a bat that's a little tired, take your bat and you put him on a little clip and you flip it down, and there he is. He's sleeping in his little upside down bed because that's what bats do. That's pretty much it for the back, actually. Let's go back around front where we have this bad boy. It's an evil eye, and it sits right here, and that's one of the ingredients. We also have this, I guess it's a potion kind of container, but it's got a beetle on it. Okay. And then there's a little gap here that's supposed to house this tile, but it falls out because it's just made to slot in and sit there, but any kind of motion in it pops out. And that's a printed tile. We get similar things from the Goblin King wave with a silver vial with a magic eye symbol. So interesting use of that. Could put that in a book, make it an evil magic book page if you wanted. And up top we have a lantern with a, let's see, look, that piece fell out. Green that does fluoresce. This also fluoresces. Cool. Those are all fluorescing too. The little undersides of the mushrooms, the inside there, and then the eyeball and rubies. Not rubies though, they're yellow. Some kind of jade, maybe? I don't know. And that's kind of it for the set. It only took me like 10 minutes to talk about it once it was built, but I think it's a good set. It's a real fun, bulky thing because if you've got all these things to spread out, it's a nice one to make some action to you know, shoot the stud launchers at the good guy, and the good guy has to slash him away with the sword, and baka baka. It's I like it. I like it a lot overall. So take that away as you will. I think the best thing in these sets are these bats, and the bats are so precious and perfect, and honestly they're a little cartoony because the mini doll sets tend to have a little bit more of a cartoonish vibe to their animals, a little bit bigger heads, a little bit bigger eyes, more expressive than you would probably get in a city set or even a fantasy theme set with proper minifigures. I don't think we've ever gotten bat monsters. I guess we got man bat in sets before, and he's definitely not as cartoony, even though he's literal man bat. These are just perfect and great, and every time I collect a couple, I'm sad I didn't collect all or more of them because they're really good, really good. So yeah, my takeaway on this is that if you see this set for a good deal, get it. If you don't see it for a good deal, just buy the bats by themselves. They're freaking awesome. It's a castle set. There's no way I was going to give it a bad review. 7 out of 10. And that's me, guys, today. So I'm going to end here and let you head on out. If you want other information on this set, I guess we can talk about it. But check out that live stream because there's all kinds of extra information. Like I talk about how I got 2 of these things, the little axle from the bottom of the cart, or all these extra pieces that I've hidden over here. We just go through more of that in detail. It's a several hour long thing, so make sure you got some time. Anyways, there's a subscribe button on the screen. There's an automatic video over here, over there. And then on the other side is a picture of a video that I handpicked for you. Easy enough. Cool. Bye.